All right, good afternoon and welcome to the update. I want you to know that we are still keeping our hope alive and all eyes are still on presidency for that signature. I want you to pay attention to more details regarding the presidency signature and subscribe to the update. And most importantly, please share this piece of information. Let people be aware. Let them join us and let us continue in prayers so that this signature can finally take place so that we can all go home and rest as we receive alerts of disbursement.
I appreciate you as a person for all the resilience that you have displayed, maturity, the moments of waiting, praying, expectations for that which is ours. It's a grant, yes, but some people invested in it. Some other persons might not have invested. Possibly they just expect whatever is given to them, let it come. But there are those who invested massively into the system, and some their gratuity, some their pension, some, everybody at different levels of their involvement. And that's why expectation differs in this ecosystem. My expectation is different from your expectation. Yes, I might not have invested much. I'm a beneficiary, but there are the cluster heads, the bundle heads who own a lot of bundles, and you should definitely expect that the expectation is high when it comes to them. But I want to say this. We have all waited for so long. Everybody is on the waiting list. We have endured. We have all hoped. And now, the light at the end of the tunnel is in sight. I just believe that it's in sight. It's finally in sight. The Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose grant that we're in expectation of, directed by the country director, Apostle Ken Wakama, is closer than ever to the disbursement. Take it from me. It's closer than ever to the disbursement. And every necessary process has been meticulously followed. Every official documentation have been completed. Every bottleneck that once stood in the way has been addressed. This is a reality unfolding before our very eyes. I want you to know the last of information we got was on the arrival of the country of the president from his overseas travel. He is to endorse or append the signature to the ongoing process, and which would also foster the expediting of the disbursement, alongside with the IMF, who are already set, the CBN, IMF, who are already on alert, expecting this appending of signature. We hope that is valid in the first place. So I just believe that the journey so far is a test of faith. It's also a test of patience. There is no denying that this journey has been long and at times could be discouraging. Many people lost hope. They lost faith along the way. And some, they chose to remain steadfast. They believe that this grant, which was designed to empower thousands of people, would eventually be fulfilled. And now, we are on the verge of the breakthrough that we have all been praying for. The delays were never about abandonment. That's what I want you to know. If you are consistent on this channel, if you follow the trail of the submissions we have on this channel, you will understand that the delay is strategic. It's strategic. And if you have been listening to every of our submission videos, you will understand that the silence of the county director is precise. It's precise is directed towards a cause. A lot of mouth opening has been in the past, but while we're trying to record success, we're just trying to make a motionless movement, reverberating around an axis. When there is a progress that is expected to be made, and it is made and it is aired online, before you know, the enemy regroup again and they scuttle the process, until it was discovered within the system that silence is golden. And until this money enters the bank account of every beneficiary, except when it is necessary to bring a public declaration, then the country director comes out. Else, his allies, his foot soldiers are the one that speaks on his behalf tentatively. So the delay is never an act of abandonment. Rather, they were necessary refinements to ensure that every beneficiary gets exactly what they deserve without any form of compromise. The processes had to be perfected to meet financial and regulatory standards. So now that perfection has been achieved through much eagerness, anticipation, and silence to the community. That's what I want you to know. The promises are still very intact, and your reward is near. So for those who have been patient, your patience is just about to pay off in full. This grant was never a mere fantasy. It is a well-structured financial empowerment program that is meant to bring relief and transformation to your family. It's not just only you listening to me right now. There are many other individuals who don't have access to internet, they don't have access to network, but they were just co-opted into this scheme. Possibly somebody went to their zones and gathered the names, registered them. They have manual information. You are privileged to get update on a regular basis because you have internet connection. They don't have. They are not on any group, not on the Telegram channel, not on the WhatsApp line, not even on any social media. But they are expecting. In fact, and a very big in fact, those kind of persons, they need this fund more than anybody else. Yes, they need it more than anybody else. But you see, all of us have to be on the waiting list. Both those ones who have access to internet and those who don't have. We are all in expectation. We're all in expectation. So I want to tell you what you can expect. What you can expect to rejig your understanding, to rejig your fantasy, to rejig your expectation. There is going to be full disbursement as planned. No more uncertainties. The moment of waiting is over. Secondly, no beneficiary would be left behind. Everyone who rightfully applied would receive what is due for them. Did you just get that? Before I continue, this is Prince's Seed Channel, a channel with legitimacy of updates. Information comes on a regular basis to keep us abreasted. In case you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe now. You don't know what we do for you. If we had been silent, you might just be like those ones in the villages who had no access to internet. They couldn't access anything, but they don't even know whether the grant is progressing or not. So what we do for you is to keep you updated. So I think we deserve some accolades. So if you are new here and you're yet to subscribe now, so that you can be always opportune to receive regular updates on a regular basis. Don't touch the dial. I'll be with you shortly and in a moment. Thank you and welcome back. Thirdly, empowerment and financial freedom. It will come to you. You should expect that. Expect empowerment. Expect financial freedom. The grant is not just going to be a token. It's going to be a launch pad for many of you into financial security. It's going to be a force that's going to bring you into your haven of rest. A better tomorrow begins today for you. Yes, it won't just be a disbursement spree, but it will be an opportunity for growth and self-sustainability for your family. I want you to expect it. Yes, expect it. When you don't expect it, see, everything you pray for that you don't expect, you might not receive. The Bible says, the expectations of the righteous shall not be cut off or cut short. They shan't be short-circuited. That is to tell you that expectation is the mother of receival. If you're praying and you're not expecting, I beg your pardon, you might not receive. So I want it to be an expectation. It's going to be an opportunity for growth and for self-sustainability. Expect it. It's going to come. And if you are in expectation for it, definitely you won't badmouth it. You would pray for it. You will pray towards it. You will try to water it. And you pray for the county director. It is your duty. It is your business. It's our collective responsibility to ensure that we become the husbandman to this grant, so that we can water it, so that we can see how much of the care and tenderness we could apply to it until it becomes the very essence of our expectational livelihood. Please do that. And why this time is different, unlike precious assurances that seemed uncertain, this time everything is in place. The final paperwork has been settled. Everything has been settled. Clearance procedures have been successfully completed, except the one we told you about. And all stakeholders involved have given the green light. The roadblocks that caused the delays have been cleared. What lies ahead is a smooth and swift disbursement process. This is not a matter of if, just like I used to tell you, but when. And when is right before us right now. This is a divine appointment for everyone who have remained faithful and patient to the cause. The future looks brighter for every one of us. What is next for us? As we approach this historic moment of disbursement, it is time to prepare. It is time to prepare. The grant will not just be about the receival of it, but about the usability of it, the use focus. Yes, the use focus. Make solid plans on how to invest or use your funds responsibly. We preach this time and time again on this channel. Your investment, don't wait until the money comes. You would abuse it. Don't wait until the money lands. You won't use it well. Get a paper. Draft out your plans. Keep them somewhere. Put them in your diary. Put them under your shelf, on top of your shelf, where you know you can easily see them. And every time make references to them. While you're in expectation, your preparation is intact. By the time the fund lands, you're not thinking, what am I going to use this money for? Preparation is on ground. And like this pack of smitten steels, when preparation jams opportunity, then you see there's going to be a fire that erupts. So make solid plans on how to invest and use your fund responsibly. Avoid distractions of any kind or all of these quick money schemes. Avoid them. These would deplete your resources if you don't avoid them. They are also waiting for you. The quick money schemes are waiting for you. They know. They are around us. They are within the grand ecosystem. They know when the fund will drop. You will receive unsolicited calls that you never received in ages. They know you received fund. I gave an example of when I received the backlog of my salary towards the end of last year. A call, an unsolicited call that called my name, called my organization, called my level in the government, told me a lot of things about myself that were true. I was on steering and I had to park. I had to park. I had to drill this individual. And because I'm used to them, you never called me for 11 months when my salary was hanging. Within the week of receival, a call came that told me all my details. But you see, by wisdom, I was able to tell the person who to contact. They were trying to get other information from me. And when I was done with him, ashamedly, he left. He knew that I wasn't the person to joke with in the first place. He left. Why am I saying that's just on the interim and the summary? But you see, some of them are amongst us within this grand ecosystem. They are waiting for you. They know when the phone lands, you receive call. You're gonna receive calls. You're gonna have some friends, unsolicited friends, that will try to reach to you and get that which you waited for 7 years. All in a flea. It's all gone. Needs to say this. When my backlog arrears landed, a colleague of mine became a victim. I didn't know of this until maybe 2 weeks ago, when she told me that $1 million was gone from our account on a call. Just a call. They drenched the account. $1 million. Okay, maybe I didn't say it well. $1 million naira was harvested from our account on a call, through a call. A call. They are still on the matter as we speak. You see, so please, all of these things we talk by experience. Ensure that you don't become a victim of this. Don't. In fact, don't become a victim of this circumstance. No. Avoid distractions and quick money schemes. They are around us. Consider avenues that will multiply what you receive and create long-term benefits than short-term. Did you hear that? Consider avenues, other options, valid options, legal options that will multiply what you have or what you receive and create long-term benefits. It's important, because any money that you don't duplicate or foster the growth of it, it will die. It will die. Apostle Ken Nwakama and the entire team behind the UAAG grant have worked tirelessly to ensure that this dream becomes a reality. They have stood firm in the sands of time. They have stood firm in their commitment to ensure that no obstacle remains on the path to your success. I think they deserve an accolade. You might say, I beg your pardon, leave that story. Which accolades? Until I receive a lot before I know they do something. There are individuals like that. There are personalities like that. They never appreciate anything. All they want is result. They never like going through the process. All they want is result. Please don't do that. Don't do that. On a final note, the wait was never in vain. My dear fellow expectant beneficiaries, the journey has been one of faith. It has been one of perseverance. It has been one of hope. And like every great story, this one is about to reach its climax with a victorious ending. This disbursement is bigger than just money. Did you hear that? This disbursement is bigger than just money. It's going to be a proof that perseverance from your end or from your side pays off after all. It's going to be a symbol of divine fulfillment. No matter how long the wait has been, it cannot be longer than the joy that awaits us all. Keep your hearts expectant. Keep your spirit high. The UAAG grant is no longer than a dream. It is no longer a dream. I beg your pardon. The UAAG grant is no longer a dream. It is now a certainty. A certainty about to break forth with formidable hours of appearance. Is going to break forth with all confidence right before you that which you have waited for years is finally a certainty and a reality standing before you. So don't waver in your hope. Don't waver in your trust, in your confidence. It will soon be over. And when it finally gets over, we shall celebrate together. We shall look back and say, thank God. We came through it. We went through it. It never overwhelmed us. We were champions in the first place. And the fruit of it has finally manifested. Thank you.